Well, it's going to be net neutrality. How the Americans are screwing the British. Well, first things first, I've got to explain what net neutrality is and how not having net neutrality sort of screws the British. Yeah, it doesn't screw us yet, but it will. I know it will. Net neutrality is basically, say you are part of Steam. Say you're Steam, okay? And you don't like what Origin is doing. You pay an ISP, Internet Service Provider, to throttle Steam on their service. A throttle Origin on their service. So, in other words, you are causing Origin to be less usable by throttling the download speed and the upload speed of Origin devices or using on that network, as in, say, Verizon or AT&T, something like that. So, in other words, when you play an Origin game, it'll be less usable. It'll flag, in other words. That's without net neutrality. With net neutrality, the ISP can't take anybody's money to throttle any data. They can't do it. They can only do it for things like botnets or spam bots, things like that. For companies can't pay to be throttled. But since the FCC, which is the Federal Communications Commission, I think, has been told they don't have rights to control net neutrality anymore, thank you very much, that's no longer the case. So anyone, say, can pay not to, basically, the ISP can say, we need to be paid to actually give you better service for Netflix. Here, take the Netflix package, you get better service. And it hasn't hit the UK yet. But it will. And it will piss everybody off. I have a funny feeling it's gonna hit the UK hard. And I hope one of two things happen. One, the US get their shit together. Or two, the UK hammer this bullshit straight to Satan himself, going, fuck you, we need better internet speed as it is. But there is a problem. Whoever is next in government, which I hope for fucking God it's not Labour, because they probably put this through, don't get intimidated or bribed by internet providers to basically allow net neutrality not to exist in the UK. If that happens, well, I'm not going to be doing very well. I'm not on a good service. I'm on a reasonable service as it is, but my upload speed is bloody awful. And you think I'm going to be pleased when they throttle my upload speed? You're sort of thinking, this is what I'm worried about, because thanks to the Americans, which most of the time I don't have any problems with what the Americans do. They usually are a bright bunch. They know what they're doing 98% of the time. It's the 2% that really gets on my wick. And this has got on my wick. Because if this comes to the UK, which I hope it doesn't, it's gonna screw people. But even if it doesn't, and net neutrality is okay in the UK, but it isn't in the US, well, I'm still screwed. how am I still screwed? Well, unless I'm mistaken, which I hope I am, some services don't have UK-based servers. And even if they do, I'm still slightly screwed. Because if I'm, say, playing somebody in America, and their service provider says stuff from overseas has to take a little bit longer to get to you, I'm going to be lagging. Or are they going to be lagging? I'm going to be lagging because of an American service provider. If my service provider basically goes, yeah, we don't give a toss, and just puts packets through easily and simply, that would be great. But then it goes to the American service provider, goes, oh, you're on a 56K, you are paying for 16 gigabytes up and down, but everything from the UK has to come at 16 kilobits per second. Oh, we can do that. Yeah. The problem is, you can't really shout at the Americans when you're in England, because they don't give a flying fuck. Because, I don't know why. And I should stop saying because. I just find it annoying. I really, really do. I just hope that the Americans get their fingers out of their asses and get this shit sorted, because it's going to affect the rest of us. It's going to affect the UK, which is basically the cousin of America, or we're the. I should have shut up, but it doesn't matter. I just hope that they don't fuck this over, because there are patents that have gone through for restricting bandwidth technology, and it's kind of like, oh shit, if the British ISPs get hold of this, and it's going to annoy me. It really is going to annoy me, and I just hope that this doesn't happen, because if you think about it, say you want to watch Netflix, and you're on something like Sky in the UK. Well, Sky don't really want you using Netflix, so they might throttle it down to below the standard in which you can receive a good Netflix throughput. Oh, well, Netflix doesn't work. We might have to go for the Sky option. Yeah, they make a bit of money. Netflix is slowly losing ground in the UK. It's annoying, because it should be on service that you choose your provider, not on what your service, how unthrottled that particular service is, if you see what I mean. So this is just annoying to the extreme. So thank you for watching this stupid rant about the FCC and their stupidity when it comes to net neutrality. They should have just said, no, we control net neutrality. There will be net neutrality. Fuck you, Supreme Court. We will do this. Not like, okay, we bow to you. Sorry, people who enjoy the net. We can't do it anymore. Thrawn saying, Americans, get your fucking act together.